Hello and welcome to the AudioGenic Podcast. I'm Jack and I'm joined with my co-hosts Kofuku and Square3. Say hello, guys.
I hate you all.
Hi.
Square's grumpy today. He has some things that need to be done, and we're making him do the podcast.
He's the one who wanted to do it today.
Okay, yes. You guys weren't here when I wanted to do it.
Day.
And then when we do start to do it, I have calls.
I was here. I
I'd
was
rather
just
talk
ignoring
to.
you.
Everybody gets so.
Because Veronica Mars watching is more important. So I was always here.
Really prioritize your life, man.
You need to not talk to me about that.
Life is prioritized, so I can talk to you about that.
So
I have priorities. I loaded the dishwasher and turned it on.
I still had a job coming.
What?
What?
It's coming. Okay.
Okay. Square, you said you had a story to tell. Supposedly, quote-unquote, a hooker approached you.
Oh, right. So, where I live in, the area of Charlotte, North Carolina. So, as people who have been to Charlotte, North Carolina would know, it's actually a really nice area. It's not very urban, except for what normal people would call the downtown area is the uptown area. And so yeah, I was going to my car from my college class. So I have to walk like half a mile from my college, the building that I take my class in, to the parking garage. And as I'm going to the parking garage, I'm in the very vicinity, 20 feet from the parking garage. This person, I don't know where she came from. She just teleported through the shadows. This came out of nowhere. She was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh," and she was really cute, which surprised me, and you'll understand why later on in the story. Oh wait, we already said that she was a hooker. Never mind.
Yeah, we sort of spoiled that part. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Anyway, so in my head, I always think of hookers as old, ugly people.
Like how the cartoons portray them.
Exactly like how the cartoons portray them. So he was like, "You're kind of cute," and I was having a bad day, and I'm like, "Oh, what do you want?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing.
See.
Do you want to hang out?" And I'm like, "No, not particularly." And she's like, "It's only $20." And then I was like, I had the sudden realization. I was like, $20 for First of all, I shudder to think of the diseases you might have contracted for giving away the cooch for $20. Second of all, $20? Really? Have you no respect for yourself, woman? And I ran away because I did not want to get shot.
Huh.
So yeah, that was my story.
Lovely story.
You probably could have haggled with her.
Why would I haggle with her?
For the fun of it.
Oh, because I could have got sex for money. I see. When you can go to a bar and not drink anything and wait for a girl who's cute and drunk.
Wait, who goes to a bar and not drinks it and doesn't drink anything? Don't they throw you out for that? I thought they threw you out if you don't drink anything.
You can order
They frown upon me.
Oh.
But yeah, creepy guys.
Dude.
Guys do that. Have you ever gone to a bar and talked to a girl, but in the voice she thinks she hears in her head when she gets roofied? You wait for her to take a sip out of her drink, and you look at her dead in the face, and you're like, "How are you feeling?" What?
Who says those things?
I don't. You don't look it either.
Why would you do that?
Don't do that.
Because comedy shows make us do crazy things when you're in love.
Comedy shows have made date rape funny. That is true. It's not the greatest thing, but it's true.
You can make that funny? I wasn't aware.
It's shocking, I know. But,
The day and age we live in.
But Twitter. I have been getting bothered lately by Twitter. Twitter's been bothering me.
Is it because of all the updates and new layouts?
It is.
That you rant about?
Like every time.
Like a bitter old man.
Like a bitter old man, yes. Every time I go to Twitter, and there's a big heading above my feed from the people I follow, and it says, "Would you like to try out the new Twitter profile?" And it has no close button. So it's not, "Would you like to try out the Twitter profile?" It's, "You're going to try out the Twitter profile." That's what it says. That's what it really says.
You have no choice.
You don't have a choice. You can't close this. Yeah.
No always means yes.
Yeah, it's not even yes or no. It's yes, and you just get to stare at this for the rest of your life then. Yeah. I mean, Kofu...
So yes or you drop off of Twitter.
Yeah, like, Kofu and Square3, you guys have the newer profile from the get-go, so... But it seems to look more like Facebook.
I thought it was different.
It looks more like Facebook. And I just don't...
Well, it still doesn't look as ugly as Facebook, though.
Well, that's true.
Facebook just has too much going on. Twitter's nice and clean. And then Facebook's just like a clusterfuck with everything.
Facebook is that place where bad things happen. Most bad things on the internet originate from Facebook.
Yeah. I get really annoyed when I go to sign up for something. It's like us on Facebook. I was actually driving in the car the other day, and then there was a car ahead of us that said, "Like us on Facebook." I'm like, they're even getting to bumper stickers. They're just everywhere. Like us on Facebook.
That's just...
No.
That's just...
Like what on Facebook? The back of your car?
It'd be funny if there was a page for the back of their car on Facebook.
That's some real dedication.
It's just, there's so many things I don't like about Facebook, though.
Everything?
Well, yeah. Yep, that pretty much sums it up.
See all your high school friends just bitch about their life every day. You know, like, I should unfriend this person, but it's just too much effort.
50
so I'm just
things.
not gonna go on anymore.
Like hundreds of things I don't need to do, but I have to do them because I know these people sort of not really at all.
It's just terrible.
But, yeah, Twitter has been bothering me lately.
You should join Tumblr. Tumblr's always your friend.
Tumblr. God damn it, Tumblr. No, just...
Well, you won't join, not even for me?
I'm not... No, not even for you. I cannot join Tumblr. I cannot become a Tumblrite. I do not tumble with people.
But...
Actually, there's something else.
Fun.
I don't tumble. No, I don't do that many social
You
things.
don't tumble now, but you will.
Is Tumblr like, I can't think of a good example. Does Tumblr just eventually get everyone in the end? Is Tumblr just like death? Eventually it gets you in the end, no matter how much you resist?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
I didn't even catch that whole conversation because I wasn't paying attention. But
Good.
I heard Tumblr and resist, and I just assumed that you said, does Tumblr get you eventually, even if you resist it? And I had to agree with you because that's what happens.
Yeah, I compared Tumblr to death.
It's very...
It gets you in the end.
Death of your productivity. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna go on Tumblr for like a few minutes before I do this thing, and then I'm on for like an hour.
I do have a problem.
I don't even want to be there.
Yeah.
But I'm just there.
I have a problem. I have a problem like that with Imager, or Imgur for people who like to mispronounce things, and
Imgur, that's me.
I just go to user sub, and there are terrible things in user sub, but it never ends. It's a constant streaming gallery of bullshit to look through.
Sounds so fun.
Hours can be like, flittered away on Imager. But there was something I was wanting to talk about. It's a new game that I made a thread on CL about, OMORI. There's a Kickstarter for it, and it is a quote-unquote psychological, surreal horror thriller game, which is an RPG too. Apparently, the gist of the game is you are a boy named Omori, who is in this big white room that really doesn't have any walls, and it only has a white floor that is cold, and it has a single black light bulb.
Wait. So how do you know he's in a room if it has no walls?
Well, it looks like it has all the properties of a room in terms of not being able to leave and things like that. He's trapped in this, like, space.
Ah, okay.
And it's all white, it's blank, and all he has is, like, I think it's a sheet or, like, a bed thing, like a bedspread that's on the ground, and he has a laptop, a cat, a box of tissues, and some other thing, and that's it. And it really looks abstract. Like, I honestly don't know what the game is about. I'm just taking a guess here. I think it's about people that you communicate with online, and sort of, like, dreams and hallucinations and a lot of weird things. But it looks surprisingly good. And just overnight, it went from 300 some odd backers to 600, and it jumped from 16 grand to 18 grand out of their goal of about $22,000.
Huh. That's
You don't care, do you? No. No.
I can't find it in me to care.
I can't. Yeah.
Oh well. It looks interesting though, so. I mean, I honestly probably will not buy it either, but I just thought it was interesting, so I figured I'd help it around. But, also, I just found out Kofu and Square 3 have got Portal 2.
It's still installing.
It does
I'm
take...
so excited to play.
Yeah. Did you play the first Portal?
I mean, I played...
No.
You didn't play the first one? What is wrong with you people?
Well...
You people disgust
I
me.
did start playing Portal 2 when I thought it was Portal 1, but then now that I think about it, it was Portal 2, but I only got so far before I stopped playing, and then I lost it in the divorce, so... What are you laughing at?
Because I keep thinking that you say pornhole, and it's just so weird. What even is a pornhole?
We don't ask questions like that, Square 3.
What divorce are you talking about?
What?
You said something about...
You just never mind. Never mind.
You said that earlier, and
Anyways.
You were making a joke about something. Which is why I said,
But, you two have not played Portal, and yet you're playing Portal 2. How do you like this game if you have not played the first one?
Well, because I know what happens in the first one.
Oh, okay.
I have the story down, and I understand the mechanics.
Personally, I just don't care. I have $0 to give about it.
Just don't care. Just completely doesn't care at all.
I'm not that hardcore of a gamer to really care about that stuff. I mostly just bought it because it was $4, and I need something to play. And I remember having some fun, even though I rage quit it a lot during those, 10 minutes I played.
Oh, yeah?
But it was fun. Yeah.
Really? Because it's
With all my
really
other games,
easy.
I need consoles for them, and I don't have the consoles at the moment, so...
Oh.
This is... yeah. Yeah. So...
Well,
okay.
Speaking of buying games, for those of you who know me personally, you know I've been wasting all of my time playing BROFORCE that I bought. And, yeah. I when I got a Steam card to buy BROFORCE, I still have some money left over, and I was thinking of what else to get. And I figured I'd ask you two, should I buy Goat Simulator?
No.
And
I don't really know what that's all about, so I kind of skimmed that thread that was made, but it doesn't look worth money.
That's what I thought
How much
too.
is it?
It's $10, and apparently, the thing about Goat Simulator is, you get to be a goat, and that's about it. And honestly, that's really the only selling point. Dream come true. Yes.
You know what I would waste my money on?
$10, I could buy you like a whole tiny pizza. So you keep that money.
A whole tiny
Go to Domino's.
A whole tiny pizza.
Yeah. Sometimes they have like those little mini self-serve pizzas that are like $10. Yeah.
You know,
Definitely better than being.
I would get Planets Cubed.
I'm really on the fence about Planets Cubed.
You know what you should get? Octodad.
Octodad.
I don't really know what it's all about, but I saw a playthrough and it looked pretty fun. I don't know.
It looks like one of those ragdoll games where you just have to like, I don't know how to describe it. You have to like flail him around the right way. Well, yeah, I really was on the fence about Planets Cubed and Goat Simulator. Really, Goat Simulator just seems dumb, but at the same time it looks like something you could goof off with enough and get enough help from the workshop community to make into a relevant game. But also, Planets Cubed, it looks like I'm just used to seeing Minecraft clones. Even though Planets Cubed looks different and it looks like it's going to have a lot of other things added on, it seems like I would never get over the fact that I would feel like I was playing like an off-brand version of Minecraft. Yeah.
But you are always playing an off-brand version of Minecraft. It's called your life.
Oh. That's fired. Maybe.
Square, I don't even understand what you're saying at this point.
I'm just saying that our life is a really, really hard,
really high
Minecraft.
A very high resolution version of Minecraft.
Very high resolution. But if you look hard enough, you can see the pixels.
Actually, I remember trying to explain Minecraft to one of my older cousins, and he's like, "What's Minecraft?" It's like, well, think of the world multiplied by stairs. Only because there are no slopes. Nothing is smooth in Minecraft. Everything is blocky. Also, I was thinking of getting Terraria. Or Terraria. It sure is. But at the same time, it's kind of like Minecraft. Unless you port forward, you can't really do much in terms of multiplayer. So I was really... Yes?
There's this... I have to remember the name of the application. But there's this application that lets you make Minecraft servers, like fake LAN servers but you can get people who are not close to you to get onto the server. I don't remember the name of the thing though.
Oh. Because I just really get annoyed by having to port forward with everything. Also, my computer could not handle that properly anyway. Yeah.
I see.
It's just really inconvenient.
You know what else is inconvenient?
Driving your car into a lake?
Well, yes.
What?
Essentially.
That's a weird example. I don't even think that works.
But, I started playing Minecraft again.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm playing on my old Forge save. And I'd forgotten that I installed the Slenderman mod, because, like an idiot, I did not look at the mods that I had already installed. And so I'm building my house underground, and I have, like, leaves and stuff. I'm basically living in a bush.
You're living in a bush.
Yeah. And I walk outside at night because, you know, I'm stupid. And I walk over to this tree, and I start cutting down this tree. No lie, as soon as the tree falls, Slenderman is just standing there, watching me. And I'm like, no! Just like, I ran away.
You just noped away. You just screamed nope repeatedly and just ran off.
Actually, yes, that is what I did. Kind of like when we play Left 4 Dead and I just killed them.
Oh. Yeah. Also, I did install Left 4 Dead 2. I finally bothered to install it through Steam.
Oh, finally.
I was thinking of buying that sometime.
They actually, I only got it because there was one random day on Steam where they were giving it away for free, a free install just for the day. It was really lucky. I forget who told me about it.
I'll have to wait till it goes on Wicked's sale, though, because of my whole being poor thing.
Yeah, it really...
One of these times, though.
Like, that's why I buy a Steam, like, a gift card, because if I just had a PayPal hooked up to it, I would be spending a little bit all the time. I'd be going through too much money. I know I would do that.
I don't trust paying with PayPal anyway.
Yeah.
I'm always advised against it, so I use my Visa debit. All fancy like. It's not actually really
so
using
mature.
credit.
Just like an adult.
I know, I'm almost a functioning adult. It's amazing.
It's almost like I'm a functioning adult.
$5 to my name.
You need to quit buying diamond-encrusted game controllers.
Really, though. They just call to me.
And countries.
My
diamond-encrusted game controllers.
Rhinestone.
Buying Mercedes-Benz and solid gold toilets and things like that.
Yeah, buying cars when I don't even have a license. That's really unadvised.
So, Square, what have you been doing lately?
Just... Oh god. Oh god, this was a bad idea.
What did you do?
So, I decided, because I wanted Kofu to talk more, so to distract myself from the podcast, I opened up that Minecraft thing that I was just talking about.
No, you're being chased by Slender, aren't you?
No, I'm being chased by, like, an army of maskies.
Maskies?
Yes.
What, pray tell, is a maskie?
It's a dude in a mask, and he hurts like hell. Oh my god!
Oh, is he like a mob that shows... Okay.
Like how he acts like he can physically feel the pain of his character.
Makes things more interesting.
That's when you know you're in too deep.
Yeah. That's when you need to go outside.
That is a...
Put down the controller, or whatever.
Less than Jake's son. Die! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Square.
I'm gonna die because I was stupid. I was stupid.
You made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
You made a
I'm
mistake.
You make so many mistakes.
I'm sorry. Oh, cool, I killed it.
He's like the Winston
That took
of
way too
this
long to
podcast.
kill just one of them. Winston?
Yes.
Like Winston.
Yeah, and that, no, like Winston Bishop from New Girl. Yeah. You guys don't watch that, do you?
There's so many shows that I've said that I was going to get into that I've just been too lazy to do anything.
It's weird though, because you reblogged gift sets of that show that I have reblogged. And then I'm like, oh, he must watch it, but I guess you just reblogged it ignorantly.
No, I didn't reblog.
You see the
Not
pain.
ignorantly, I just thought it was funny, and I've seen that the episodes that I've reblogged, which is why.
You see the pain that Tumblr causes.
Oh.
Like, I've seen a couple episodes, I just don't watch it religiously.
Religiously.
Well, maybe you should start. You know, it's kind of...
You know a show...
It's pretty good, usually.
A TV show you should watch religiously is 30 Rock.
30 Rock!
With Alec Baldwin and...
Don't they have it all on Netflix?
Tina Fey. I don't know.
They do.
Oh, that's
totally
good.
Forgot. So, you know how I went to Hawaii?
Everyone should watch anything with Tina Fey in it.
This is
for
true.
starters.
So
It's Tina Fey.
It is Tina Fey.
I was in this restaurant in Hawaii in, like,
Yeah,
December, right?
Yeah, Square did go to Hawaii recently, so...
And guess who was sitting across the table from me. Well, on the next table.
Not a famous person?
Alec Baldwin.
I am
Really?
I'm inclined to not believe
Are
you.
you sure it wasn't just an Alec Baldwin lookalike? Because I'm sure there's...
It wasn't because I asked him if he was Alec Baldwin.
Aren't there like 7 people that look alike in the world?
Did you just
I think I read that
and
somewhere.
let me tell the story?
Wow.
God, it's not all about you, Kofu.
Oh my god.
You're so sassy today.
I know, and it's awesome. I feel so liberated. I feel like
I'm gonna
a black
kick you in
woman
the
that's like,
face.
I'm not gonna take no more of my man's that and there's that little Z-snap formation thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I am a strong, independent black woman that I don't need no man. When in reality she's searching for a man. She's just saying she doesn't need a man because she's trying to impress her friends who are feminists.
Interesting.
Anyway.
So you were talking to Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. So I look over and I'm like, so the people I was with, I'm like, is that Alec Baldwin or is that just someone who looks like Alec Baldwin? And they're like, no, that's Alec Baldwin. He comes here all the time when he's in Hawaii. And I'm like, oh my god.
So they just said that like it's a casual thing.
Yeah, because the guys I was with,
Oh yeah.
he works at this this really famous hotel, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name because I wasn't paying attention. Because Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he stays here all the time when he is in Hawaii. And I was like, holy crap, I'm sitting across the table from Alec Baldwin. But he was holding a baby, and he was with 2 women, and I was like, either that's his family, or I don't want to interrupt him during family time, because, that's kind of a jerky move.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
That's
jerky,
frowned
it's
upon.
happy.
You made that awkward, Square 3.
Have you not
Always.
met me? I'm like
It's a
the
gift,
king of
isn't it?
It is. It's a gift. Not everybody can do this,
Also, sorry to interrupt, I just noticed
Okay.
something. Minecraft 1.7.9 has this new Minecraft Realms button, which I know nothing about, and you have the option to buy a realm, which, yeah, I don't like the looks of this, only because I don't enjoy paying for things, but it's an interesting thing, only because it's new, I guess. Yeah. So, Square 3's adventure is it's still being developed.
It's still in the dang, I can't talk.
The dev stage?
Yes.
It is in dev.
Yeah.
Square 3's fantastic adventure is still in dev. And it is probably not going to be very long either. It's, unfortunately, I feel like I'm putting a lot of work into little bitty things that are not going to really take that much time.
So what you're saying is you're lazy.
That is what I'm saying.
Your effort is appreciated.
Is it though?
Don't doubt yourself. Yes, Square.
Because so far you are basically looking for an adventure at this point. I have yet to even make an adventure part. But I have fixed an issue I've had with Steam lately. I use Komodo Internet Security, and I recently could not connect online to play online levels on BROFORCE or download any new maps on Gary's mod. And I was talking with you guys in private calls about this before.
Yes.
And I don't know if this would help anybody, but if they have Komodo Internet Security, there is a default setting to run some programs in Sandbox, which allows Komodo to handle the applications and see if they're okay and see if they're safe and can shut them down if they start to do anything. You have to disable that, or at least for the newer updated versions of these games, for them to properly communicate with the server the right way. So that's what I had to fix. And that's good.
What you're saying is, to play the game, you have to compromise your security.
Well, like one of the settings. It's not like all of the security. It's just like
for the Americans who are listening. You have to stop doing what you want to do something that you don't want to do so you can do something that you want. That's a communist! A commie made that!
Life advice from Square.
America.
Take it to heart.
Yep.
You know,
Clearly the situation.
speaking of America, when I read The Hunger Games, I always wondered if, like, Mexico and Canada and Britain and stuff, like, all the countries still have meetings and we're like, hey, what's up with America? Oh, you know, there's same old, they're killing children. They're like, you know, we should really put a stop to that. And Mexico's like, nah, at least they're not annoying us now.
I have a confession. I've never watched or read The Hunger Games, and I just don't care.
I don't care that you have never...
Yeah, it's not... You're not missing much.
It has never seemed interesting to me.
It's really not. At least not to me.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I have seen...
It's a good read.
I mean, I wikied the book, so I know what happens in the books, and then I watched the movies so far, because, you know, friends make me do it, and
Yeah.
it's alright, but I don't take it to heart. I'm not invested in it.
Recent
So-
movie I watched that I have been meaning to watch, around Easter, ironically, I watched Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
I had
It's a good
rented.
movie.
It is a good movie. It was a great movie. A lot of people may not like it. I liked it. I had rented it before, but the disc did not work and it was scratched, and I was just lazy enough to not bother them about a refund. So everybody thought I had rented this and saw this and was just like, oh, it's okay. But in fact, I had not seen it. So I just Googled streaming Donnie Darko, and I just watched it on the internet, which I should have done in the first place. But yeah, it was a good movie. And I want to go find the other movie, the second movie, and watch that one sometime in the future now. But I thought it was funny only because Donnie Darko is about, well, more or less a large bunny rabbit, which is maybe a hallucination, and he's got a really grotesque look, which was funny because it was Easter and it was bunnies, and I actually just made the connection after I watched the movie, and I thought I should watch this every Easter from now on.
I've watched a few movies recently. I mean, they're ones I've already seen, but like The Royal Tenenbaums, which is a movie that I think everyone should see. Because, I don't know, I guess maybe it's not for everybody, but it's still a really good movie. And it has a lot of good actors in it, which is always nice. And then there's Lost in Translation, Bill Murray.
Oh, okay.
There's no question about it.
What are some of you guys' most favorite movies?
Bad Boys.
My number one movie.
Did you say Bad Boys 2?
Bad Boys.
Of course.
That was my favorite movie when I was a kid. That wasn't a Disney movie.
Yeah. Well, my number one movie for life is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That is a great movie.
That'll never get bumped off.
I mean, honestly,
Isn't it though?
I like that movie, but it's not a movie that I could watch often.
I could watch that like every day. I think I did that for a month. Just put it on every day.
I can kind of get what Square says. Like, it's a good movie, but if I see it too many times, it just starts to get boring. And I don't want to ruin the movie with that.
The only movie that
I've
could
done that with a lot of
probably
movies,
watch
but
over and over again and never get tired of it is Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. Because it's just awesome. Also, the very first Digimon movie that was released in America. Those two movies I could watch every day for the rest of my life.
Is it because of the Digimon soundtrack?
Digimon.
It is exactly because of the Digimon soundtrack. Because you know that made no sense.
It didn't.
No, seriously, the movie was like 3 separate movies spliced together with an awesome soundtrack, which made it bearable and just awesome to watch. The only it's like if you try to thread together some sort of plot, you will fail.
That is true. Speaking of movies and Digimon, sort of, I just recently have stopped watching Pokemon movies that come out. I just don't care anymore. I like the old ones, the newer ones. It seems like they progressively get lamer. No offense to Pokemon fans, but...
Yeah, Pokemon, in my opinion, not because I like the older generation more. To me, it just started getting stupid when Ash didn't age after, like, the 10th season. It's like, alright, this is dumb.
He's been 10 for, like, ever.
He's been 10 for, like, 15 years.
Let's not even talk about the fact that their parents just send them off when they're 10 to go...
travel the world.
You know,
go be homeless.
Go catch Pokemon. Some Pokemon that could probably kill them in,
Go.
You know what always annoyed
real life situations?
about that show?
What?
Is they always wore the same clothes. Like, they've never changed.
Just like Scooby-Doo.
And I understand, animating studios.
It's like a lot of cartoon animes.
I'm like, I understand animating studios doing that because changing clothes during, it's a lot of drawing, it's a lot to do. But seriously, like, come on. How bad does that have to smell by now?
But yeah.
Yeah. That always kind of bothered me, just like, it's just randomly cartoons and stuff I'd watch when I was little. They never change their clothes. They always look the same. It's like, what? Why? Can't you just, like, give them a new t-shirt every couple episodes or something? But maybe they just wanted to stick to the aesthetic,
Code Lyoko, at least they changed their clothes in both the virtual world and the real world. Like, I think, last season?
A couple times, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Code Lyoko was the shiz, man.
I remember how that just sort of randomly stopped.
It ended. Like, it had a good ending, I think.
Oh.
I remember it being satisfying to watch, the ending.
Yeah.
And now when we hang up, I'm going to go watch Code Lyoko instead of those. And instead of doing my 10-page paper that's due next week that I have not started.
Where? Do your paper.
No, you're not my mom.
Well, speaking of wrapping things up, what do you two plan on doing next week? Or before next week?
Next week? Before next? Okay, so do you mean at the end of this week? Or next week? You can
What do you plan on doing in the future?
How far in the future?
Finish
5 years or...
God damn it, Square Free.
Well, I have a lot of TV shows to watch. And a job to obtain. Well, acquire.
Oh, that's right. You said you had an interview coming
Bills
up.
to pay. Yes, on Monday. I feel good about this one, guys. And plus, it's Tim Hortons, So, I don't think they're too picky about who is going to just serve coffee and donuts to people. And, I'm a dork, so they can't just turn me down.
As long as you
like every other employer in the last 2 years.
Seems like one of the main problems in terms of getting hired nowadays is showing up, back-talking, and, I don't know, paying attention. So really, it's kind of sad when those are the problems that most people have, apparently. So don't be those things.
I'm an excellent worker. I'm just perfect, but no one ever gives me a chance, because I don't even know.
Are you stuck in that? Are you stuck in the loop of you need experience to have a job, but you need a job to have experience? Yes, that's... Yeah.
I have experience, but see, I kind of... Like, my first 2 jobs, I don't really know, the references or anything, so they can't really go much. Like, I say that I work there, and I know I work there, but they could think I'm lying or something, because I can't give them references, because I was, 13, and I didn't pay attention to that shit.
Yeah.
So I really only have one, actual reference job, and that was 2 years ago. So I think they kind of frown upon that.
That's the one thing That's the one thing I worry about with Facebook. I don't have a Facebook, and if they, like, companies ask for your Facebook to, like, background check you, I'm worried they're not going to believe me when I say I don't have one. And they're going to just say, oh, no, you're
why
lying.
Why would they even use Facebook to background check you? Some places that ask for... I know, because I was, like, some of the online applications I've been filling out, they have a thing that you can give them your Twitter. It's like, well, I'm not going to do that. But...
It seems unnecessary anyway. But, yes, it seems Square has already left.
I haven't left yet. It's standing. I mean, it's sitting
so
right
quiet.
here.
You're looking up either Digimon or Code Lyoko, aren't you?
Screw you.
That's a yes. That's
I was
yes.
actually reading this email that I got from my friend, and they sent me this link to a Tumblr post, right? So Lupita Nyong'o, or however you say her name, she was voted the most beautiful for People magazine, and this is what one lady wrote about why she does not like this. She thinks Lupita didn't deserve this title because she's 100% black. And she finds women unattractive if they're 100% black.
That's,
Which made
wow.
me think of a post by Radical Rebellion, which says, white women and a lot of non-black women of color would be better off recognizing that the only reason they get so offended when hearing black is beautiful is because their entire self-image is built around being the epitome of beauty, and thus woman. And I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense! Because that's all you see in in commercials and modeling and
that is
movies
true.
and stuff. Beauty is epitomized to be white and or light-skinned brown. And black girls, like dark-skinned black girls, are always categorized as hood, fat, with 2 kids or more, and poor.
It's ridiculous.
It is very ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's hope the world gets in order, maybe, before we die. The next 50 years? Probably not.
Nope.
That's putting a lot of faith in the world and society.
Everybody just move to a moon base. Yep.
Perhaps that as well. They're terrible logic.
Okay.
Views.
But
Logic.
unfortunately, we do have to wrap it up. I have to go and do things, you know. Things.
Why do you gotta go
I'm
do
gonna go make a sandwich.
Things and stuff. So.
Ooh, and stuff. Well.
Things and stuff, yeah.
Stuff and things.
A lot on my plate today. But yeah, you can always go check us out on our channels and Twitter and blah 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 blah. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Where's where it's at?
Then. Yeah. I mean, Kofu...
So yesterday you drop off of Twitter.
Yeah, like, Kofu and Square 3, you guys have the newer profile from the get-go, so... But it seems to look more like Facebook.
I thought it was different.
It looks more like Facebook. And I just don't...
Well, it still doesn't look as ugly as Facebook, though.
Well, that's true.
Facebook just has too much going on. Twitter's nice and clean. And then Facebook's just like a clusterfuck with everything.
Facebook is that place where bad things happen. Most bad things on the internet originate from Facebook.
Yeah. I get really annoyed when I go to sign up for something. It's like us on Facebook. I was actually driving in the car the other day, and then there was a car ahead of us that said, like us on Facebook. I'm like, they're even getting to bumper stickers. They're just everywhere. Like us on Facebook.
That's just...
No.
That's just...
Like what
no.
on Facebook? The back of your car?
It'd be funny if there was a page for the back of their car on Facebook.
That's some real dedication.
It's just... There's so many things I don't like about Facebook, though.
Everything?
Well, yeah. Yep. That pretty much sums it up.
You can see all your high school friends just bitch about their life every day. And you're like, I should unfriend this person, but it's just too much effort.
50
so I'm just
things.
not gonna go on anymore.
Like hundreds of things I don't need to do, but I have to do them because I know these people sort of not really at all.
You ever like gone to a bar and like talk to a girl, but in the voice she thinks she hears in her head when she gets roofied? Like you wait for her to take a sip out of her drink, and you look at her dead in the face, and you're like, "How are you feeling?" What?
Who says those things?
I don't. You don't look it either.
Why would you do that?
Don't do that.
Because comedy shows,
it's just
because comedy shows make us do crazy things when you're in love.
Comedy shows have made date rape funny. That is true. It's not the greatest thing, but it's true.
You can make that funny? I wasn't aware.
It's shocking, I know. But
The day and age we live in.
But Twitter. I have been getting bothered lately by Twitter. Twitter's been bothering me.
Is it because of all the updates and new layouts?
It is.
That you rant about?
Like every time.
Like a bitter old man?
Like a bitter old man, yes. Every time I go to Twitter, and there's a big heading above my feed from the people I follow, and it says, would you like to try out the new Twitter profile? And it has no close button. So it's not, would you like to try out the Twitter profile? It's, you're going to try out the Twitter profile. That's what it says. That's what it really says.
You have no choice.
You don't have a choice. You can't close this. Yeah.
No always means yes.
Yes, it's not even yes or no. It's yes, and you just get to stare at this for the rest of your life. So...
I have priorities. I loaded the dishwasher and turned it on.
That's not a job coming.
What?
What?
It's coming. Okay.
Okay. Square, you said you had a story to tell. Supposedly, quote-unquote, a hooker approached you.
Oh, right. So, where I live in, the area of Charlotte, North Carolina. So, as people who have been to Charlotte, North Carolina would know, it's actually a really nice area. It's not very urban, except for what normal people would call the downtown area is the uptown area. And so yeah, I was going to my car from my college class, so I have to walk like half a mile from my college, the building that I take my class in, to the parking garage. And as I'm going to the parking garage, I'm in the very vicinity, 20 feet from the parking garage. This person, I don't know where she came from. She just teleported through the shadows. Just came out of nowhere. She was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh," and she was really cute, which surprised me, and you'll understand why later on in the story. Oh wait, we already said that she was a hooker. Never mind.
Yeah, we sort of spoiled that part. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Anyway. So in my head, I always think of hookers as old, ugly people.
Like how the cartoons portray them.
Exactly like how the cartoons portray them. So he was like, "You're kind of cute," and I was having a bad day, and I'm like, "Oh, what do you want?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing. Do you want to hang out?" And I'm like, "No, not particularly." She's like, "It's only $20. And then I was like, I had the sudden realization. I was like, $20 for... Oh! First of all, I shut shudder to think of the diseases you might have contracted for giving away the cooch for $20. Second of all, $20? Really? Have you no respect for yourself, woman? And I ran away because I did not want to get shot.
Huh.
So yeah, that was my story.
Lovely story.
You know, you probably could have haggled with her.
Why would I haggle with her?
For the fun of it.
Oh, because I could have got sex for money. I see. When you can go to a bar and not drink anything and wait for a girl who's cute and drunk.
Wait, who goes to a bar and not drinks and doesn't drink anything? Don't they throw you out for that? I thought they threw you out if you don't drink anything.
You can order like.
They frown upon me.
Oh.
But yeah, creepy guys.
Dude.
Guys do that.
Okay.
Have you?
Hello and welcome to the AudioGenic Podcast. I'm Jack and I'm joined with my co-hosts Kofuku and Square of 3. Say hello, guys.
I hate you all.
Hi.
Square's grumpy today. He has some things that need to be done,
That means
and
he
we're
loves me.
making him do the podcast.
He's the one who wanted to do it today.
Okay, yes. But you
Yesterday,
guys
the
weren't
day
here
before
when I
that,
wanted to
every
do it.
day.
And then when we do start to do it, I have
I
calls
was
from
just here.
people
I
I'd
was
rather
just
talk
ignoring
to.
you.
I love you, Jeff, so.
Because Veronica Mars watching is more important. So I was always
Really
here.
prioritize your life, man.
You need to not talk to me about that.
My life is prioritized, so I can talk to you about that.